Welcome to the Beeleaf YouTube channel. I'm Courtney, the co-owner and co-founder of Beeleaf. We make baby carriers, ring slings, and on this channel you will find videos on baby wearing, including our ring slings and sustainable living. Today we're going to talk about the most basic ring sling carry, which is a front carry, and we're going to show you how to do a variation so you can use it with a newborn, so you can start using your ring sling from birth onward. There are a few safety tips that I want to go over before we start. These are tips that we give to our customers in our handbook, and they're very important, so we don't want to skip over them. The first is to always practice your carries before using them when you go out with a friend or a family member or your partner. The second is to do regular inspections of your ring sling for any rips, fraying, thinning, or wear. And the third tip is just to let us know if you have any questions. If you are unsure about something, we would rather you ask the question. You can email us or comment below and we'll always answer your questions so that you feel confident when you are wearing your baby. Now we're actually going to talk about our ring slings. So this is a Beeleaf ring sling. This is one of our new ring slings. This is the oat ring sling. All of our ring slings are one layer of linen and 2 rings. So when we demonstrate the front carry today, we are going to be using William, who is 2.5 years old. So Will is a little bit older than what I would normally recommend for people trying out this carry for the first time. For toddlers, we have other carries that work really well. So the first thing that you're going to do is thread your ring sling. We have a video on how to thread your ring sling, which I will link in the description box below. And that will go over all the tips that you need to learn how to thread your ring sling. So basically what I like to do is put the rings on one shoulder and the other shoulder is my dominant hand, and I like to have that one free. So I like to put the rings on my left shoulder. And then you bring the tail of your ring sling up and thread it through the rings and then thread it back through the second rings. And I like to make sure that the fabric of the tail is laying flat against the rings, because that makes it easier to pull through when baby is sitting in your ring sling. So you can see right here, the fabric is sitting flat, so I can just pull it through. And then I like to make sure as well that when I'm getting ready to put baby into the ring sling, the rings are sitting a little higher up on my shoulder and a bit back, so that when I do pull tail down, the rings end up coming forward and sitting where I want them rather than being too low. And then we have a nice little spot right here to put our babies in. Ready, Will?
Ready.
Okay, come here. All right, so babies are obviously not as heavy as William. That's okay. We're going to stick his legs through the sling. And then they're going to go right in front of us on our chest. Now, William's legs are straddling my waist because he's big enough for that. But newborn's legs will be in an M position with the knees higher than the hips, right on your front. The bottom of your sling needs to come directly underneath their knees, the back of their knees, and then bring the top part up so that it covers their backs. Little ones who are younger than William, we're going to want to have their arms inside the sling. And then all we have to do from here is pull, tighten. Tighten up our slings so that they're nice and supportive. Right, Will? Right. So that is a basic carry right there. You want to make sure that it's tight enough that it's hard to fit a finger in between. We don't have it like super tight right now, but you want to make sure that it is nice and secure. It needs to feel nice and snug. So with all carry positions that are on your front or your side, and with all babies and toddlers, you want to make sure that their heads are close enough to kiss and that their airways are open. So you don't want them slumping down. You want them to have an airway. You want them to be able to breathe. So we want to make sure that their heads are facing to the side and not facing inwards on our chest. We need to be able to make sure that they're able to breathe while you're carrying them. Okay, so this is the basic carry. This is a front carry. With newborns, you just have to make sure that their legs are in the M position. You can have their legs in or out. If they're out, then just make sure that the fabric is touching right here underneath the knee. And their arms can be in or out. Just make sure that the fabric is coming up high enough that it's going to support their backs and keep them nice and close to you. So to get them out, you just have to pull upwards on the rings. Keep your hand here on their bums to support them. And then we come out. Just like that, right? And I like to keep my ring sling threaded at all times just because it makes it a little bit easier to put on and off. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give the video a like. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel to see more tutorials, and you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram to see our new product launches and catch any giveaways and contests that we might be hosting. If there's anything that you would like to see us cover in a video, please comment below. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.